We love a wedge. We love a wedge because the wedge gives us the balance of height and comfort. Yeah, but this is not just any wedge. This is our today's special value. We're closing in on 9,000 pairs ordered. There have been wedge sandals that we have loved from Clarks in the past. As a matter of fact, they've been kind of iconic favorites. This is a new version of one of those styles because they've taken that wedge heel, given it this really cool curvature, this little notch that makes it feel modern and fresh. And at the same time, there are certain silhouettes on an upper that we really enjoy because they're always flattering, as well as being a style that works, to keep a shoe comfortably on our foot. And that's that crossband style. So this is a wedge done in leather on a brand new, again, notched heel design. And yes, I'm getting that balance of height and comfort together, and all thanks to Clarks, a company that is celebrating 200 years. And as you look at Nerisa Pace, that's what this wedge is called, you can understand why it's been so popular that closing in on 9,000 pairs have been ordered. With that cute little cutout of the notch, you've got adjustability across the top with the buckle as well as around your back strap, and you will be able to be on your feet comfortably. And even if it's all day long, because it's a Clarks wedge sandal. So let me show you all the colors that are available, and then we're going to chat with Sue, our guest. I'll start here. This is the metallic. And the metallic is this perfect blend because it's not too gold and it's not too silver. It's this nice, almost taupey neutral. And I love that it's metallic without being too shiny. So I can see this as a dressy as well as everyday style for you, and a color that will work no matter what color or pattern you're wearing. Next is the navy. You saw Kathleen wearing the navy, and the navy is done in a nubuck leather, and so you've got this nice almost rose petal texture to it, and all of them have buckles that are done in the perfectly dyed to match color. And on that cork wrapped wedge heel, that is a 3-inch heel on a 1.5-inch platform. What does that mean to you? It means that the pitch is not severe. In other words, the angle at which you're standing just feels comfortable, not anything steep or hard to wear. Here's the color that I've been wearing. I've said all morning long, when you hear people tell you, you choose a shoe that makes your leg line look long, and to do that, the color is usually something that's a very easy neutral tone. This is that. This is that color, and it's called sand. So if you're looking for not only the color that works with everything, but that color that works when you want a long leg look, choose sand. This is olive. Olive is also another neutral. It's the most limited right now, and early in the morning is the best time to choose your today's special value. Put it in your cart and check out, because the day goes and more people are shopping. Yeah, the likelihood that colors and sizes will be gone is higher. Here is black. I love the black nubuck leather. It makes the sandal feel very, very dressed up to my eye. But this is one that can be dressy as you want it to be, or every day. And then finally, there's nothing like a pop of color in your footwear. And a red shoe, I say it all the time, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz isn't the only one who loved a red shoe. And this sandal done in red, it's the perfect lipstick red on the wedge heel. You can see why closing in on 9,000 of these sandals have been ordered. Its comparable retail price is $99. Our today's special value price, and that's a price just for today, is $63.98. That's a $16 easy pay with your credit card. So you're going to let us know what size you need. I'm an 11 medium. I took these brand new out of the box and put them on. I've been in them for hours now, and they've been comfortable from the very first step, and even hours later. On a 3-inch heel, because it's the right wedge with the right pitch, I am still comfortable. The perfect balance of height and comfort, and always style. That's what Clarks brings us. So let's say hello to Sue Kelly. Remember, Sue is our brand ambassador with Clarks, and she's here to walk you through all of the things that make this the shoe that not just looks good, but feels good when we wear it. Great to see
Look
you.
good, feel good.
Closing in on 9,000 pairs ordered. And wedge sandals from Clarks have been favorites. This is a brand that's now celebrating 200 years. But this is a new take on the wedge.
This is a new take on the wedge. So Clarks, we are a 200-year-old company. We started making wedges in 1940. So we've had 85 years experience and the evolution of the wedge. As we're looking at this, we took one of our great wedges, the Giselle, and we gave her a little bit of a fashion update. So we just scooped out the heel here to give you, some nice definition. And as we're looking, in fashion magazines and things like that, this is what we're seeing. The fact that we did it on a cork wrap means it's just giving you that sort of retro chic vibe that we're also seeing out there. Because it's from Clarks, we are grounded in comfort. This has our ultimate comfort footbed. So Leah, yes, 3-inch wedge, 1.5-inch pitch, full of ultimate comfort underneath your foot. It's a breathable footbed that's giving you targeted cushioning for all day support. So you have been standing here in it for hours. I have been wearing it, for the past couple of weeks. And I always enjoy getting a little bit of height. But what I don't enjoy is if the pitch is wrong, the ball of my foot starts to burn, my, my body weight is all going forward. But as you're looking at both of us here in it and looking at Leah's feet, this is a 3-inch wedge with a 1.5-inch platform. So you're only feeling an 1.5 inches of height in the heel. We feel balanced in this. We feel secure. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is, instead of it being like really, think about a roller coaster, like really, really steep. Instead, my foot is at this kind of angle. And that angle is comfortable. That's an angle that I know from, lower profile shoes. At 5'9", I know people always laugh, like, but I love height. I love elevation. It just makes us look taller. It makes your legs look longer. Having a bit of a height on a heel is always nice. And I have to say, this is it's the perfect balance of getting the height that I want and getting the comfort that I know I can expect with Clarks. And at the same time, it's such a stylish look. I mean, it looks great with your jeans.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it with the Denim & Company pieces that we featured earlier in the show. Ashley is wearing it with a dress. We've seen it on our ladies with lots of the outfits. So I'm going to encourage you, especially while we still have all of the colors and sizes available, but you can see on the bottom of the screen, when boxes start to turn yellow, that means that size is already starting to get limited. And if a size is starting to get limited early in the morning, the likelihood that it could be gone later in the day is higher. So we have the metallic, we have the navy, we have the sand, which has been very popular. That's been our most popular color choice. We have the olive, we have the black, and then we have the red. And our sizes are medium 5 to 12 and wide 6 to 11. The other thing, Sue, that I, appreciate, and I'm sort of aware of it now, having been in these shoes for hours, is that it's a wedge that isn't clunky, and it's a wedge that isn't heavy on my feet. Flexible.
You got it. And the reason why it is lightweight and flexible is because of that dual density midsole that we have. So as we're looking at it here, you see the gorgeous leather, you see the beautiful cork wrapped on it. What you don't see is what's happening on the inside. We hollowed this out and we put flex grooves into it. So you have the, it takes the heaviness away, it adds flexibility, it adds durability, it adds shock absorption. So these are all those buzzwords that we talk about when we're talking about our sports sandal and we're talking about our sneaker. We're still talking about it in this wedge.
Is that the inside?
This is the inside.
Okay, let's go in close to show that.
So if you take a look at this, this is what you're walking on. It's not the 70s anymore where you're walking on a solid wood wedge or a solid cork wedge. You have these flex grooves. Look at that. You're getting the, it's hollowed out for the lightness. It's giving you flexibility. It's giving you shock absorption. And then you have the stability up here where you need it. I just want to turn this over and show you the wedge is giving you a lot of real estate here and here. It's grippy, it has traction. This is everything that you know from Clarks. Clarks is a comfort company 200 years in the making, and the fact that our, wedge has, been seeing the evolution for 85 years now, and this is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Gorgeous leather uppers. As we're looking here at the tonal buckle, I just want to flip that and show you, we have goring underneath that. Gorgeous silhouette of the crisscross across your forefront, and then just a simple hook and loop in the back to climb in and out.
I have to tell you, it's funny because when you mentioned those wood sandals, they were called bear traps. I had them in the 70s, and they didn't flex, they didn't move, and you could hear me coming from a mile away. It was just like, you remember if you remember. And that's the beauty of these, is that in 200 years, Clarks has continued to innovate and bring great style, as well as the comfort that we count on them for. And so this sandal, which would be $99 at its comparable retail, is $63.98 today. And with QVC, if you're using any major credit card that we accept or your Q card, Easy Pay allows you to budget the purchase for the sandals you are going to live in this season. We love a wedge for the balance of being both elevated and having great height and having terrific comfort. And in this case with Clarks, you also get this fabulous style. So we have the red pair, and this is all nubuck leather on the upper. We have the black pair, we have the olive, that's our most limited, sand, that's our most popular, navy, and then metallic. Medium widths, 5 through 12, wide widths, 6 through 11. You're just letting us know which size and color for you. Sue, my friend.
Yes.
I know you've got a busy day, but thank you for being part of the show.
I do, and real quick, we're doing a behind the scenes with our designer at 4 o'clock live stream on QVC.
Ooh, we'll look forward to that.
Yes, thank you,
Great,
Leah.
thank you. Listen, you can continue to shop for anything in the show. We're already at over 9,400 orders placed for our Today Special Value. But anything we featured in this morning's special Friday edition of AM Style, simply click on Recently on Air, AM Style with Leah Williams, and our entire lineup is there. And the